So he just found out his wife lied about something that is now affecting them having a family.
When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
He writes, "Hey, Ben and Kelly, I'm in a tough situation. 3 years ago at 34, I married my wife, who I thought was 33.
Okay.
We both wanted kids. But when this didn't happen, we started consulting a fertility specialist. After she started asking questions, my wife admitted she's actually 8 years older than she had led me to believe. She's 44.
Oh.
Now, she's willing to try massive doses of hormones to get pregnant, but I don't want her to do that for health reasons. I'm willing to consider adoption. She says, of course, that she feared that I would walk away if I knew the truth, but she must have known it would come out at some point, right?
Wow.
I think I still love her,
Ooh.
but I feel really betrayed,
Right.
obviously. Any thoughts on helping us get through this?
Oh my gosh. And here's the thing. Like, I feel like this started off as just a little white lie where, maybe he's like, or she asks him, oh, how old are you? And he's like, oh, I'm 34. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm 33. Just as kind of a little, sometimes we say those things.
Right. Like she was afraid that he would immediately just
Like,
not
run
even
away.
consider her.
Yes.
If, she was that much older than him.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So.
This is a tough
Wow.
one. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know. I completely understand how he feels betrayed about that. 100%, because they're married. So at any point in the dating process that she didn't decide, hey, before we get married, I need to come clean about this.
Yeah, that's all about taking your masks off before you get married. This is what we've talked about on the show a bunch of times, where it's just like, you got to make sure you know the person, the real person.
Absolutely. And you need to go into a marriage being completely honest about everything, especially details like that. Because, yes, it's going to come out at some point.
Okay, so can it recover from a sort of violation of trust? Because that's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
I see that as a violation of trust more than it is a violation of or not able to potentially have kids, because we don't know if they can't have kids yet. We've seen plenty of people.
But they've been having problems, and so they're at a fertility specialist, which is why this came to light.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, it's an issue. All
right, so if you've got experience with this, you thought someone was younger than they actually were, and it worked out for you, I think.
Brittany said, and I was thinking that too. Don't you need your legal date of birth for your marriage license?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they got married in Vegas.
It's been a long time since I had to get one, but I thought that was the case.
Yeah,
and
like
you're going to have your legal date of birth on your driver's license. So, right?
I guess he doesn't say how he never saw her driver's license or that, and maybe that's a detail that we're getting hung up on, because it is what it is now.
Yeah, Savannah said, I would question if she lied about her age that long, what else is she lying about? That's a pretty big deal.
It's true. All right. I want to hear some more of what you have to think, because honestly, I'm kind of at a loss right here. I don't necessarily know.
We put it up on Facebook too. You can read it again.
All right.
And just, make sure that you've got all the details right that we have at Ben and Kelly Show, and you can leave your comment there. If you can't text us or call us at 571-9. 970.
And I always just get so awkward when we are in a real serious sort of discussion. And I feel like we're in this right now, because it is, on the surface, it's just a little white lie, but it turned into something really deceitful.
Right. I mean, age is just a number, right? Except for when your wife of 3 years is actually 8 years older than what she led you to believe. And we all have many, many, many questions. She's 44. They're now having fertility issues. And she's willing to, take the hormones, do all the things. He doesn't want her to do that for health reasons. He wants to consider adoption, but he's still kind of thrown away just by the betrayal of the fact that she's kept this up their entire relationship.
Yeah, and one of the things that he said to us, I think I still love her. So I feel like,
but he's thrown off by the betrayal aspect of it.
Exactly.
And Heather is kind of raising the same point. She says such a breach of trust. So sad to go into a marriage lying. If she lied about that, what else is she hiding?
Yeah,
I'm in my 40s and dating, and I get likes a lot by guys in their 20s and early 30s. And the first thing I say is, do you realize I'm in my 40s and my oldest children are closer in age to you, and I'm not having any more kids? Granted, it sucks to put that out there, the first contact, but for me, it's being honest and having good character and respecting the fact that they may want children of their own, and if so, I am not the one for them.
Man. Caitlin said, we just got married in January. We had all of the proper paperwork, but the woman didn't even check our license or birth certificate or anything, just handed us a paper to fill out. So I went through hella trouble finding these birth certificates just for him to still have an attitude. LOL, still love you though, babe. AJ. Okay. And she wants to shout out AJ and their son Tucker. So yeah, shout out. Hey. So yeah, I mean, I guess that the whole hey, how in the world could she get married with having the license being what it is? Maybe they didn't even check. I don't know. So
yeah, but again, the whole did you not celebrate birthday? Well, I guess if they didn't throw parties and family wasn't involved in any birthday celebration for her, I guess she could have glossed over that. I don't know. Yeah. I have so many questions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jennifer, you kind of brought the same point up, right?
So I'm just confused because I don't remember how many years they've been together, but they've celebrated her birthday for however many years they've been together, and she's kept up this whole facade. And that is just a huge red flag. I mean, she had plenty of time to come clean about this, and this is something that could potentially change the plan of his life. And my feeling is that if he would have known her age and that, conceiving a child may have, not due to her age, I think he would have really taken that into consideration when he was contemplating a future with her. Sorry about that. My kids agree.
Yeah, you know what? They've been married for 3 years. I was thinking the same thing. Like, did they just not acknowledge her, or she just went with the different number when they had birthday parties?
Her family. I mean, and does she not have family that would be like, no, she's not really that age?
Yeah, a lot of unanswered questions.
Wild.
Yeah, it is quite a deception. So, I like what would you say to him? Like, is this a deal breaker or?
I mean, to me, I just feel like even if my husband lied about something minor, that would affect my ability to trust him. And this is something that could potentially change his life and what he's had planned for his life. He obviously wants to be a dad.
Right. Okay.
So,
all right. Jennifer, tough situation. Hey, thank you so much.
Thanks for raising the questions that we all had.
All right. Appreciate it.
You all.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's just...
This is tough. Morgan said, you think you still love her?
I know.
Feeling betrayed is totally understandable, and it's obvious there needs to be serious discussions that you maybe should have had years ago, but you either love her 44 years old or 33 years old or not.
So what are we telling him? I mean, I feel like this is I guess a betrayal that only you are going to be able to figure out whether or not you can get over.
Yeah, I mean, again, you sit her down and just be like, listen, this has thrown me for a loop, mostly because if you have been continuing this lie this entire time we've been together,
there's deeper issues.
How am I, that has shaken my trust in you to the core. So how are we supposed to move forward with me, regaining my trust in you about anything else that might come up?
Yeah.
And then they need to try to, I think probably counseling can help them navigate this. They have options for becoming parents, which he's willing to explore, but it's the betrayal of the lying all this time I think that he's really got to navigate through.
Yeah. So I don't know if we helped or not, but at least, hey, fertility issues that stinks regardless of age or whatever. Because,
it's very difficult.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I think he really needs to get through the whole, why was my wife lying to me the entire time about something so, basic. And I get that she was afraid that he'd be turned off just from, her age and she wouldn't even have a chance. But that doesn't give you an excuse to lie.
Yep, exactly. All right. Good luck. Keep us posted on what happens. That is group therapy.